Wait, okay. Well,
Nope,
okay.
go on.
Who got
Did we do that? Did we do that? I think we did that.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that one on the replay.
That
Yeah. Okay. I got an idea. Twitch changed how creating a clip looks? Desktop or mobile? Did I do something wrong? Hang on. I don't know, it sure feels like I've got the bot on twice. Even though that's not possible. No. I guess we'll just ignore it. Maybe that was just a one-time thing. Mac with a 460 stream streak. You got all the points. Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and get started. The plan is to go through all of my Mario Maker levels, of which I only have 24. We're gonna play them so I can get some footage to make video, because I realized I've not made videos out of any of my levels. And I think that would be a good idea. No, parent. Stop it. Don't get up on the desk. You are a bad cat. You see how there's stuff on the desk? And 0 cats? That's how I want it. Aaron. Stop it. And then, after I play my levels, I'll go and play some good levels. Sound like a plan? Good.
Hey streamer, what game is this? This looks like Mario Maker. Is this Mario Maker? Pay attention to my question or I'll stop being your biggest donator. I mean it.
Donator? That's a new one. So this one, by the way, is pretty much a straight port from Mario Maker 1 of one of my favorite levels I made in that game. I've got some changes because, of course, in Maker 1, this level relied on using a glitch. And it was a glitch that doesn't work in this game. Plus, stuff just kind of works differently in Maker 2 than Maker 1. However, we have on-off switches, and on-off switches are magic. The only thing that this is a counter and a mole killing machine to drop that 50 coin. Or I guess there's 2 50 coins there. And I really like the ending here. Because you're supposed to do exactly that. Hi, Carmen. Welcome in. Thank you for the I'm new here gift, as well as the you're awesome, love you so much, and hi, friend gifts. You're in basically no danger of dying at the end if you run out of time, but you're supposed to think that you are. Speaking of glitches, this is a glitch level. This is one that Nintendo fixed, but they didn't take down my course. So what happens with this one, when a item hits a note block immediately before a thwomp does, it'll make the thwomp start moving diagonally. And I think that's a really fun thing. So I use that here in the beginning. The fire flower gets crushed. That triggers the, or it primes the note block. Missed. It primes the note block, and then the thwomp bounces up off of that note block, and then you just ride him to safety for that. Very, very small level. This is the level that I always liked giving to people when I would join viewer level streams. This makes use of a mechanic that was present in Maker 1, but greatly expanded upon in Maker 2, where there are some things that you can duck under. If you're not ducking and you just stand there, most all of these things will hurt you. Like that thwomp. Now, I know that you can, if you're fast, you can go through there without having to stop. Right, and this is supposed to kind of freak you out. If I would have gone back, I would have changed 2 things in this level. I would have put a heartbeat here to make you afraid of the flying boos. Because you're very obviously supposed to run and duck and slide underneath them. And all of those pipes are active, and they'll all take you to this area, where you're supposed to think that you just dropped off the bottom of the map. But you literally can't die there. The other thing I would have changed would have been making the squeaky sound effect when you duck, because you can do that. This is another port of a level that I built in Maker 1. This one's also a pretty straight port. There's some problems here, I would say. So there's several ways to do this. The first is just to ride those red bullets up. And I've got a reset door here to make that a little easier. So you do that, and you can get in the door. You can also get on top and run to the left side, And that's supposed to be the King Boo right there. You're also rewarded with a fire flower for exploring. The other way you can get up top is looking at where this is pointing to and jumping on each of the bombs. I guess it's just the one bomb. What happens there is all of these cannons get lined up so they shoot straight up instead, and then you bounce up top. Bomb excavation, everyone's favorite. The other thing that you can do here if you don't want to do bomb excavation, and this is the speed route, is you go up top, because you can walk over top of those note blocks. That is intent. So here, this is just like a little survival room. The easy place to survive is up in the top left corner. Right here. I try to remove anything that would be completely free to survive in. But that's, while not free, that is very easy to survive. And I kind of give a big amount of power-ups, like pretty much whenever there's any danger whatsoever, I'm giving the player power-ups. I'm pretty sure that I confused people with this. Keep the mushroom, I think you can hit that block. But you're supposed to hit the on-off with the spring, and then it's mostly safe. No, this is... like, this falls into normal, I believe. This one, again, is just built so that you can easily get up on top of those red bullets. But you're also, again, rewarded for exploring. And here, if I remember right, there's two ways to do this. You can either hit the block right here with one of these bombs. That activates a POW. That kills off the King Bomb. Or, if you're struggling with that, you can step on this. That starts a mechanism that eventually goes through and triggers a different POW in a different way. To let you get in the store. Then just a bunch of free stuff and a Yoshi to properly place into the Yoshi receptacle. A receptacle, that's where the Yoshi goes. So this is a level that I built after I saw another level and got inspired. So what you're supposed to think here is that there's just nothing down below. Like, if you play Mario Maker, this is very obviously a jump that is just too big to make. Even if I twirl, that's the best I can do. But you can do that. And in fact, you can bounce off of the bottom of pretty much all the floor here. Now, Burst Blood! Congratulations, Big Red Star. I think if I were to change this, I would make it so that the floor is, or the non-visible area at the bottom, I would make it so that it is consistent no matter what. Because as it is, I know people would go in, and in the first couple rooms, they'd be able to bounce off the floor completely safely, and then they would get to here, and if they don't move forward, they start dying. And I know that was confusing. Here is another case where if I just go down and touch the bottom of the screen, I die. So I did a bad job informing the player of how things work. That stinks. I got a low bounce off of that. Hello, Twitch Robin. Alright. And I forget what's down here. I think it's more wigglers. And this is supposed to look very, very hard. Impossible even. Because it is. It's all fake. These red coins, they give you a key. Yeah, these are my levels. I basically just put the red coins in because I like the sound that they make. There is a key door, that's why you get a key. That key door is completely inaccessible. It's in a sub-level that's on... that has no pipe pointing to it for you to be able to get to. I just didn't want to have the key disappear immediately. Hey, Deathstroke, thank you for the heart me. GameQueued's Line Simulator. So this is the level that I made that is purposefully, intentionally a bad level. So I'll show a few different things off on this one. You can tell it's a bad level because I named it after GameQueued. So we're gonna go up through this clear pipe. We have a shout out for Richard, Planet Popstar, and also one for Curbska. Those were a couple of my streamer friends. I really enjoyed watching them play the Mario Makers. They did a show weekly where they would take viewer levels and they would race them against each other. A couple of really good people at Richard and Curbska. But of course, going through that pipe, that gives you a clear condition. It denies you the clear condition, actually. You are not allowed to jump to be able to complete this level. So I'll show you two things. The way the level is intended to be beaten, and then also, whoops. The way the level is intended to be beaten, and the speedrun. I'm in the wrong spot. I'm making this harder for myself. So there's all these goodies up top that you're not allowed to have because you can't jump for them. They're all intended to be bait. But you're following along. Remember, you're not allowed to jump. We're gonna get in the right spot this time. It's possible to win there, but it's way harder. If I start walking here, I'm in the right spot and actually have thumb breathing. So you're walking along, you can't jump, you can't get the goodies. It is forbidden. So we're just in line, we're queuing up, we're having a great time. And you get a key by collecting all the red coins, but you can't leave the ground. So here's what you're intended to do. You sit and you walk and you wait in line. Oh, one thing that you can do, by the way.
Yep.
You can slide kill Koopas. Every single one of these Koopas has a key inside of him. This is intended to punish you. Because if you get a key early, what happens is you can't jump, so you have to touch that box, and then you lose the clear condition. So what you need to do instead is, again, sit and wait in line and keep walking. Without pushing, no shoving, no cutting. It's a tricky level. I again say it's a bad level, because it is intentionally bad. So now I've slide killed 2 Koopas and I've got a key. That key is gonna let me in this door right here. There's some floor directly underneath you. And actually, having 2 keys, I am now in trouble. Because, I can't avoid the key blocks there. We got a raid from Brandon Blank. Welcome in, folks. We're taking a trip down memory lane right now. I'm going through and replaying my old Mario Maker levels. How was Wario Land? My history of playing Wario games is very short. Did I delete my first level? No, because my first level in Maker 2 is a port of a level that I thought was actually good in Maker 1. Did I delete my first Maker 1 level? Yes, because it was garbage. My first Maker 1 level was, my first Maker 1 level was a bunch of one-tile blocks at the top of the screen that you had to jump between all of them with, like, full jumps. Total garbage. I tried to rebuild all of the Maker 1 levels that were any good in Maker 2. I think I got like 3 or 4 out of them. So that's the intended way to do that level. You'll notice that the world record is 8 seconds. That's because instead of doing the thing that I intended, you can do a totally different thing. I have a couple of those. So the thing you can do, I need I need one of these keys. What is it that has the key? Is it the shell? I guess it's the Koopa that has a key. I need to kill one of these Koopas without touching the ground. Or without leaving the ground and touching it. I guess I can slide kill that one. That's probably not the fastest way, but probably the simplest way. Alright, and then we climb up here. And without touching the ground, I need to get in that key block. That left the ground? Okay, well, that was a mistake. I needed to not do that cat dive. And this is actually the second version of this level. This skip was in the first version, and I could have fixed it, but I ended up liking it. I just left it where it was. Come on. I think I need to be faster there. Just to get the cat bell. The other alternative is to wait, and nobody wants to wait. Earlier jump. Thanks, Mario Maker. Well, I'm about to give up on doing this the other way. I think I also need exactly one key. If we don't get this soon, we're just moving on. I can also wait for like an instant and make this way easier. That's not the world record strat though. There we go. You might need a cat dive there, I don't remember. I should have hit the wall. Okay, well, in the interest of time, we're not going to do it the other way. Here's a level that I liked. This is probably my most popular level. Most liked level of everything. Just double check and make sure that that's true. It undoubtedly is. It's a nice speedrun. That's a level where you have to grab at least 69 coins. I probably would do this one differently as well. Unfortunately, the thing that I would change would be changing the clear condition from being at least to all. And it's non-trivial because there is a P-switch. I'd have to reevaluate how the whole thing is structured. But that's like just a fun little speedrun level. You're supposed to get the end with like a second left on the timer. Or less. Less, actually. I like that one. Okay, so, when the game first came out, you'll notice that these levels have all been in, like, early 2019, because the game came out in, I think it was June 29th of 2019. So these levels are all fairly new. there was a theme, the nighttime airship theme, where I really, really enjoyed the techniques and the levels people could build with it. And there was a time where I'm pretty sure I had played every single level in the game that had been built with this theme. So I learned all the tricks. This level is actually just a tutorial. You can't die here. And it gives you infinite chances to retry everything. This was made as a tutorial for another one of my levels, because that level was way too hard. And the original version of that level actually doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. Did we get... Am I missing YouTube chat? Oh, no, I see. I don't show commands. So, I wouldn't mind taking viewer levels, just not right now, because I'm doing my own stuff. So the original level that I built was way too hard. So hard, in fact, that I had to redo it. But additionally, I made this level as a tutorial for the other harder level. And we'll get to that other level here in a minute. P-switch jumps, they're free. Hey, Donald. No, Ryukar would build a level that has a hidden star in it, so he wouldn't have to beat his own level. Remember that one? Isn't that really cool? So there's my little tutorial. And then, here we've got... Well, let's go ahead and do the actual level. It was just the only kind of shorts that I could think of. Here's the thing about all shorts, is that they're comfy and easy to wear. We've got kind of the same basic tricks to start with here. And everything is kind of themed where it all puts off fireworks. This is a red coin level. So we're going to recycle the checkpoint for every room that we do. The way that this level was originally structured, it wasn't a red coin level. You just had to do all this stuff back to back to back. So this is spring, pow, and bomb. There's cheese for this part, which I think I'll go ahead and do because it's way easier. But you're supposed to bounce that POW off the wall, land on the POW, and then jump on over to the bomb. Instead, you can do a very, very easy POW drop to get yourself up top. I think that's supposed to be a small bounce? It's been a while. No, that's supposed to be a big bounce. Okay, so... I broke the level. Really, I just broke the section. I think actually I can retry this. Oh my god, I can smuggle a POW. I didn't think about this. Alright. We do an easy power drop, we get up top, and we use that bomb to get up in the top right. Oops. Who made this garbage? Alright. And here's our checkpoint. We can go to the second room now. Bomb and spring? So that bomb needs to be used to break those blocks right there. There's no other way that you're getting in the door. Dead. So here's the really funny thing. When I uploaded this level, it took me about an hour. When I uploaded the previous version, it took about 3 hours because it was way, way harder to do the tricks in the order that I had first laid them out in. And this being a red coin level, you still have to do all the tricks in one shot without dying. And you have to do it 3 times because you're not allowed to use the checkpoints. But since you can do the tricks in any order, I can do the most inconsistent trick for me first, and then come back and do the other easier tricks in whatever order I see fit. It cut the upload time into a third, which I don't think that's how that's normally supposed to work for a red coin level. But there you go. I'm really bad at P-switch jumps now. These P-switch jumps where you're having to jump off a P-switch that is falling are harder, but the trick that I shouldn't be quite so bad at. You could probably cheese this level pretty bad because you can smuggle springs and pals. Oi! That's another P-switch jump right there. We're gonna smuggle a spring into that room also. I should have made all of these pipes one way only, but live and learn. That's the wrong room. I think it was this one. It was this one. Whatever, I don't need to smuggle anything. In fact, without the ability to smuggle a P-switch, I don't think that this is going to be any easier. So might as well just do it. Claws are so jank. think I might be able to grab the P-switch and then just spring jump up. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure that P-switch is mandatory to hit. No, you don't have to hit that P-switch. I'm terrible at building levels without cheese. Look at this. Maybe I can't do that. There's a different timing I can use to throw that spring, which will give me more air. Yeah. Terrible. Well, the falling P-switch jumps are a little harder. Thwomp room. There's a soft lock in this room that if I had to do it over, I would fix, but I'm not re-uploading this level. If you don't beat these spinies down, you get soft locked. If you ride on the back spiny and they all fall down in front of you, they form an impenetrable spiny floor that you can't get past because you're stuck in the spin jump state. It's something I didn't realize was a problem until literally the first person played this level. How did uploading work? You had to beat the level from each checkpoint without dying. So when I uploaded this, I had to play the entire thing 3 times back to back without dying. Well, not back to back, but 3 times completely without dying. I also should have made that safety coin visible, but you can see it. You can see it. Sorry, one second. And then this is just 3 1-ups. I can't remember if you can actually get 1-ups during the rest of the level, but I made a point for every level that I built to make sure that it gave the player at least an opportunity to get 3 1-ups. Because that's the most 1-ups you can collect during a level in Endless Mode. That's my No, I'll go ahead and say that's my hardest level. There's some others that are Kaizo-y, but nothing quite that hard. Alright, here's Dry Boat Castle. I wanted... The idea for this one was to build a 4-player multiplayer versus level and have a race. And then I also... Wow, that was a really smooth move. Let's try that again. I also wanted to have the dry bone shell, and to use the dry bone shell to bounce off of fire, which putting that together with lava kind of made everything incompatible with being a multiplayer versus level. So I scrapped that idea and we're left with just this. Now, I like this level. So down below we've got those burners. Those are just to do damage to you, because a dry bone shell can't bounce off of it. That is not where that stack of booze was supposed to be. It's because I turned around at the wrong time. Yeah. And then here, you just have to drop the shell and kick it into the wall. We were taught how to do that. Okay, you need to ground pound here, but I kind of improperly placed that because the lava can come up and kill you. And it's supposed to look like it can kill you there, but not actually kill you. Now, if you touch the slope, it does kill you. I made this level. We're going through all the levels I built. And then here's finally the idea of bouncing off of fireballs. And here's another one of probably the worst things I've ever built. So, two major problems here. One, RNG Bowser Fire is god-awful. Two, having to wait out an entire P-switch. The reason it's there is to give the fire enough time to show up, to give you something to bounce off of. It's too much waiting. To allow the player to bounce off of Bowser Fire, you had to have a bunch of waiting like this. It's still terrible. And even with 3 Bowsers, that's the maximum number of Bowsers you can have, it doesn't always guarantee a path to the end. I also don't know off the top of my head where the hitbox is on the Bowser Fire. Be able to bounce off of it. But I meant it when I said this is probably the worst, one of the worst things I've ever built. And this was to showcase that you can do a ground pound to kill Bowser. You can actually ground pound through any enemy to kill it in one shot. Ugh. Don't like Jack Black as Bowser. I don't mind that level, but the ending is pretty bad. This is a level that I built when I realized that a trick from Maker 1 was possible. There's 2 ways to do this. You can jump off of that bomb right as it's coming out of the pipe, and and that's enough to give you enough height. What you're supposed to do is do a spin jump and drop the bomb and bounce off of the bomb in midair. That was a very common Maker 1 trick, and it's super duper rare in this game because spin jumping with an item is only possible in the new soup style, and it's just not something that you do. Yeah. No, I don't. That's my problem also. I don't think that makes for a really good experience as a viewer. Bomb ladder. Another super duper common trick. Alright, so this setup is designed to force you to spin jump off of these spinies and not wall jump. Because you can't wall jump. There's stuff at the top that blocks you from wall jumping. And I don't remember how this was supposed to work. It doesn't. It doesn't work. It was supposed to be something like that, but the way I have that build is flawed. You're supposed to just kick all the bombs to the right, and that opens up the path for you. Yeah, these are my levels. I think you might be able to get away with doing a triple jump up there. But you don't have a whole lot of room to build up the speed you would need. How am I playing with the PS4 controller? It's the year 2025. That's how. I'm using ancient technology. Soaring Sky Shells. Fun fact, I rebuilt this level in SMW. The idea here was doing shell jumps. And you might notice that this is SMB1, and you can't pick up shells in SMB1. Jesus fuck, what a good guess! I think I did the indicator wrong there also. Yeah, I did the indicator wrong. That's fine. I should have also shown that in that previous room, it was built improperly. Sorry, not built improperly.
Donald518, Cheer 100. The secret is that he plugged his Nintendo Switch up to his computer. He deleted System 32 and downloaded Mario on his new Switch and PlayStation software to increase the RAM and graphics.
It was built so that there was a semi-solid overlapping the spikes, preventing you from dying on the spikes. So it was built with kid gloves, kinda. And then once you get out of the little tutorial room, then it starts being a real level. Best Mario Maker 2 course and worst Mario Maker 2 course? Well, I haven't played all of them, so I don't feel like I'm qualified to answer that question. Donald, thank you for the bits. Huh!
Willows_wanders, cheer 50 wait. This isn't Tetris? I thought we were playing Tetris. Mario style.
No, not today. And then, nobody has seen my SMW level, but it kinda ends like this. The teleportation was a pretty crazy glitch. Alright, here's my music level. Which, you know, I think it's okay. It's okay. It could have been better. I think the music turned out just fine. I think that the level was pretty mediocre. But the thing with music levels is you use up basically all of your parts with just making the music happen. Alright, before I show this one, we're gonna show off Snowcape Peak. Oh no, I'm out of the Mario Maker making level. Mario Maker level making game. Hey there, James. Oh, these are my levels. We're going through mine. This is the level that I built using Cape shell jumps because I really like Cape shell jumps. I was careful to make it so that those Koopas could be kicked out in either direction. And people, for whatever reason, really struggle with Cape shell jumps. Which always came as a shock to me because they're literally 100% free. Where Mario Maker 3? I ask myself that every day. It's possible to get under that without taking damage. It's hard enough to do that I don't care. It's Mario Maker. Oops. I would really like for Nintendo to make a Mario Maker 3. I would be all over that game. The way I wanted to be all over Mario Kart World. Exactly, Dobbs. Exactly. Wonder, Wonder's good. I wish that they had made more levels for people like me. I hate hitting that block by accident. Well, I mean, they tried to bring some of the magic from Maker into Wonder, like pick a pipe and find the hidden block. And don't forget, jump 4 times. Messed that up pretty bad. I think Maker 2 was a pretty solid game, all things considered. Could they have done things better? Sure. Could they have done things a lot worse? Absolutely. Are spike hitboxes an absolute travesty? Yes. Oi! Janky hack, mate. Oh, I see what happened. I despawned it. You know what? That's on the player. The player did that to themselves. It's the player who is wrong. Right. I also rebuilt that one in Maker 2 in SMW rather. So after I built this level, which was supposed to be a fairly relaxed level for people to go and play, I gave it to some people, including a streamer that I liked watching. And he was completely unable to do cape shell jumps. So I built a level and named it after him. IGS being Infinite Jump Slash, who I don't think streams anymore. People asked a lot for Zelda Maker, and I don't think that that's something that I actually want. Make a new level? I don't plan to. If I'm gonna make a level, it's gonna be in SMW. Yeah, this is completely free. You hold down jump, and you let go of the button on any of the yellow squares. You're supposed to not be able to die here. I'm still not sure how it's possible, beyond running out of time. I know it's been done. I just don't know how. Alright. 100% free Cape Shell jump. Alright, so this is a level I got inspired to make after I saw someone else use a sort of similar setup. That setup being this, where Giant Mario, Big Mario, can stomp enemies inside of a wall. And I wanted to combine that with one of my favorite genres of level, which is these blue platform levels with all the spikes and stuff. And then I was also super duper generous for allowing the player to take damage. That's not where you go. Almost. Posey ate a banana while you were out. Exactly one banana from a bunch of 3. That must have been the good banana. Yeah, I don't know if Nintendo has any other franchises that I would want to see them make a maker out of. Pikmin maker? Probably not. Pikmin 2 maker? Now you're talking. Oh no! I'm back at the start. What am I supposed to do? Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and go right back in the pipe. Oh no! Now I'm even more stuck. I thought I was very clever with that one. Here's another level with a mechanic that I found in another level that I wanted to make something out of. No, I don't think that Maker 3 is gonna deter people from doing SMW stuff. There's just too much you can do in SMW for that to happen. So, we have kind of a tutorial room here. Showing you what the mechanic is. And then you play around with it. Someone got, like, super duper offended that I made what they considered to be a super incredibly hard level with a mechanic that nobody had ever seen. I thought it was pretty tame. I would also change this level, given the opportunity, to not use coins as indicators, or sorry, not use keys as indicators, because everybody got confused about that one. That's not what I was supposed to do. But I just used the keys because I thought they were the juiciest possible thing that you could have. Yep, we're looking at my levels. So whenever Mario Maker 3 does come out, and I'm saying when, not if. Come on, they got it. I'm expecting to see all the familiar names of all the people that we already know moving over to that game. And so that previous section, it required you to use a mushroom to get up inside of the Thwomp stump. And this is basically to show you that you can do it even without the mushroom. Hey, Jelly Bean. Hey, you know what? There's a parachute indicator on that one. How do? Like, how do? I do good. Like how that Superman fella does. And then this is like completely free. No parachute on this one, but like you just wedge yourself in there and fly away to victory. I like that level. I don't think it's hard. It's easy, streamer, just do. This is the level I'm proud of. This is one that I made for Team Jamp. It's the only team level that I made. There are a couple of small things that I would change in here. Also, I want to make sure I have comments on for this one, because I had some fun comments. This level I remember building after seeing a Space Pig level, because he made use of more like Team Jank, am I right? So this is something I probably would change. You're intended to just run this shell straight into the plant, because if you throw it, it hits the on-off switch and it doesn't let you go any further. Which is why I give you a reset door, so you can learn. You're supposed to learn that piranha plant means bump your shell into it. That's the jank part right there. I never understood why sometimes it doesn't line up. I put the coins as close as possible to where the boom booms would stay. It might be like a regrabbing issue. You remember how that boom boom was really far to the right before, and that time he was further to the left of where the coin was? I made this crap, and I still don't understand why that happened. But I do like this level. So the changes I would make, if anybody's keeping score, are... not using the piranha plant as a bump your shell into this indicator, and making those boom booms line up. Now, I have zero idea how to make the boom booms line up, because I tried fiddling with it for quite a while. Wait, we didn't see the comment that I wanted to see. A drop kill on the plant and kick left to trigger the on-off after you go through the first gate. Congratulations, you've broken the level for yourself. Because now the on-off stage is in the wrong state. I don't remember what that breaks. We'll go back and look at that comment here in a second. Isn't it a great feeling when you break something that somebody else put a lot of effort into, Dobbs? Last section was a bit awkward. No, it wasn't. That was easy. Got some mysterious comments on my level. I really dislike this Goomba jump. Seems there just to lower the clear rate. No, it's there because it's fun. Here's another tutorial level I built because it's a mechanic that people didn't understand, and it was something that was very useful to cheese levels with. I think people are better about it nowadays. Also, indicators. Z is spin. Did you know? Z means you should spin. And you shouldn't put down an S indicator. Wait. This isn't the tutorial, this is the actual level. I done goofed. This is a stupid level. Says the comment. Oh, I think that's... yeah, that's supposed to be a regular flight. No, I think this is the tutorial. Maybe? It's a Lord Hoyle raid. Cool. Who built this jank? Welcome in, folks. We're doing some Mario Maker. I'm actually showing off my own Mario Maker levels. I'm sure that's something that he does. And look! We've got all these friendly cannons that shoot coins, and blocks that have only one-ups in them and no bad things. No, you can't die there. Yeah, I guess that was the tutorial level. And then this is the actual level. Yeah, I like anti-trolls like that. Where you can't actually kill the player, but they're meant to think that you can. Wait. Someone got this in Endless. Wait. Where do you go? Good thing there's a reset door. What does that do? How did that work? Huh? Who built this jank? How do I get the controller on the screen that shows inputs? It's a website called GamePad Viewer. Well, actually, I don't use it anymore, but that's the easiest thing to use. GamePad Viewer. Yeah, that's how that's supposed to work. This blue Mecha Koopa is supposed to kill you. Oh yeah, totally. The thing that you really don't want to do there is put the blue Mecha Koopa in the lava, because that does not kill a Mecha Koopa. I like how someone decided that they needed to have a comment pointing out the vine. How am I supposed to run and fly? Well, you're not. This is actually purpose-built so you can't do that thing. But I mean... there still is that option if you really want to. That's a timer on the far right. I think that's there to make things happen if you don't do the Cape Pound early enough. Let me look at these comments real quick. We've got 6 comments. I wish I could tell you who that was. Hey, you remember when I said I had one bad level? Sir, this is a Wendy's. Could I just have a Frosty and a baked potato, please? Alright, so... Ooh! That is not where that shell is supposed to go. Hello. That's the Wendy sign. You see the W on it? Will there be a Wendy here? Will there ever? Karen. He was fine. I tripped over the chair. There's actually 3 Wendy's. Rage quit. Oh yeah, I have to jump. How do you win it? See, what you have to do is take spiny shells and throw them into the gap. I forget how many this is, but it's too many. What a great level, said nobody ever. Anyway, this is the level. Oops. I like how the death markers are just all over the place in this room. The only thing I would change about this level, if I was going to change something, would be to put the Wendy's hot drinks music in it. That, I think, is beyond my capabilities, although I do have a lot of extra unused space in the level. Na 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 na. I actually got a little bit nervous about that bomb. I don't remember if it's close enough to hit you through the floor, and I wasn't intending to find out. Alright, I think it's just one more. Maybe two. The point is, it's way too many shells to have to throw. Yeah, one more. Fresh. No ice blocks. Fresh, never frozen, actually, is what that means.
Yes, I'm a winner.
On a scale of from 1 to Dupster, this level is a solid 6. I don't get it. I think we probably saw all the comments. Guess I'll die. I would like to order a fire flower. Wait, actually, can I get a shelmet, please? Okay. So that one...
Willows_wanders. Cheer 25 dupsters unite.
Thank you very much for the 25 bits, Willow. That one was maybe a little bit of a bad level. I like the tag that I have on this one as well. Art. So here's Hattie Haddington's voyage. This is the SS Friendship, a ship full of friends. Hence the name. That's a reference. You guys get references? Well, that was too low. The title and the description are both references to Battle Block Theater. And they're relevant to the level because you end up making use of every hat that's in the game. Yeah, that's how that's supposed to work. Okay. So, you see those thwomps over there? I really wanted them to be a slope. Oops. But it turns out if you ram a bullet bill hat into a slope, it breaks the bullet bill. Instead of doing the thing that I wanted it to do, which is allow you to slide down the slope and just keep going. That's why the thwomps are there. Get trolled, you nerd. That is 100% supposed to happen, and I did completely forget about it. I couldn't remember if it was hit the thing or not hit the thing. Really, really bad stuff happens if you take damage there. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do that one more time so we can see the bad stuff. There might be some G's potential there, but it's fine. Okay. That's enough. And yes, the only way to win is with this waiting. Is it bad? Yes. Did I still think it was funny? Also yes. Alright. And then that leaves us with just 2 more levels. Captain Mario and the Mario Tears. I got inspired for this one by seeing somebody build a level that made you combine both the SMB2 mushroom and the Master Sword by way of making you throw bombs and pick them up and stand on them. Yeah, sure. I have pretty good Mario Maker knowledge in general. It's less good than it used to be, but still. That's not how any of this is supposed to work. And you know what? It's not gonna work. Supposed to land on that bonsai. Okay, cool. Yeah, the plan for me is after I finish playing my levels, look at some popular super expert stuff. also did want to play the GDQ levels, but I'm not going to have time tonight. You're supposed to jump to where the indicator is, by the way. The idea for this level, by the way, was to use every power-up. I think we do, if you exclude the star, because the star is not really a power-up. Don't jump at the end, it kills you. Alright. So this last one, the Proto Ditch, this is a level that is reverse ported. I actually built this one in Super Mario World first, and then brought this over to Maker. Too slow. Delete the traps? What traps? Already did. It was an Amogus, yes. Someone decided to draw an Amogus. Nice jump. No, I missed. I need the spring. I think they're just drawing Amogus. It was the style at the time. Almost. So this level in SMW is a Yoshi escort level. I'm sorry, a Yoshi feeding level. Which I would have put here into Maker, but you know, you can't, there is no baby Yoshi in Maker. So instead, the role of baby Yoshi is played by a spring. I'm dead. Yeah, I made some really bad Maker 1 levels. I talked about the first one I made, which was a bunch of one-tile jumps above the top of the screen, which was just absolutely no fun to play. No fun to play in addition to being super duper extremely easy. And then the next level I made was pretty much just as bad. Ugh, I can't hit that throw. It was something that I made as a challenge for myself. And I was not a very good player, so I did not know how to make a challenging level. There we go. Looking back, I probably would move those spikes. Or perhaps remove them. They would be a lot more fair if they were on screen. I despawned that fireball. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Too fast, yeah. I should have made that a little easier, I think. I really like how that contraption works. Basically, if you hit that fireball with the spring at all, it's gonna drop down at least one muncher to break a bomb, which triggers the on-off. As long as we don't off-screen things. I hadn't considered that you might be able to hit more than one either. In fact, I'm very surprised that I was able to hit more than one. Give me just one quick second. Alright. I would need to, I think, push my contraption with the ice blocks one tile to the right. To prevent them from off-screening. I think I'd also want to make another small change. That wall that you have to use the spring to get up on top of. Like, put that further to the left. Make it easier to get onto and harder to off-screen stuff with. Good night, Kristen. Thanks for being here. Getting on the Aoshi is 100% free. You just have to jump off the platform is all. Which is the part I'm failing at right now. Hi, Patrick. We are at the tail end of looking at my Mario Maker level. It had come to my attention that in all this time I've never made video of any of my levels. And I wanted to change that. You're not supposed to slow down there. Okay. The actual version that's in SMW has another section after that. I think I tried to make it work and failed miserably. The comments. This level is impossible to beat. That's Kiwi, who definitely beat the level. That was fun. We got through all of my levels in just under 2 hours. I'll go ahead and play a few more. I'll play some good levels instead of my garbage. All of y'all said my last Kaizo Light was easy. Okay, I need less comments. I kind of like having comments on, but then you can't see the levels. Yeah, I found the ceiling. I hate how those spikes reach out and grab you. Yeah, I was not, I don't think, very good at making levels in Mario Maker. And what I mean when I say that isn't that my levels are bad. More that the process of going through and making a level was extremely time consuming for me. I felt like I was meticulous about how I placed everything without having super good results for it. I'll look at that after I finish this level, Mullins. Like, every level was a multi-day thing. And while I think my levels are fine, I don't think that they're nearly good enough for the amount of time that I spent on them. I see what's going wrong there, but it's funny to me how many different ways I'm messing this up. Oh! I thought I was gonna land on that platform. It was just there to provide me a bomb. Okay. That's the end of the section right there. I'm hitting the low side of that Goomba on like both sides. And it's making that shell not line up. That or my speed is wrong. Or both. I like this kind of level. I'd like to build something like this in SMW, where it's just kind of easy, you bounce on stuff, and you get to the end. Alright. Go ahead and like it. ND4 LLN H2G. Yo, thank you so much for the sunglasses, Mullins. Appreciate it. Lore glitch. Short and sweet technical. It's 3D world. Okay. Hey, Jacob. This is definitely where the solution is. I don't know how to get through that floor. If there was something solid pushing me down, I'd get it. But the blocks are not solid, or the crates are not solid in the way I need them to be solid. I'm gonna die here. How many times a day do I stream? Once or twice. I think there's a pretty good assumption that I need both blocks. I just spawned one of them. What else is gonna push me down through the floor? No, there's no hidden boss. Well, apparently that's how you make it work. I can recreate that. Hold on. That's so funny. Jacob, thank you so much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll redo it. Because I understand what happens now. Or at least well enough to duplicate it. Or I thought I did. Okay, so this block needs to, okay, so the reason that this works is that the bottom of the block is what turns into a solid floor. I guess a solid ceiling, I guess. So when a solid ceiling interacts with the semi-solid below, to push you down into that semi-solid, it'll knock you down under it. So it's a matter of being in position next to one of those crates as I drop the other crate, so that I'm standing on the mushroom and the crate becomes a ceiling on top of it. That is what's going to force me down through it. So I need to be... I need to be fully on the mushroom when I drop the second block for it to work. No, this is just a glitch. I get how this works, though. It's just a matter of, I guess, being in the right spot. I don't want this to be touching the wall. I want it to be slightly off the wall. Hey, H. Yeah, like this. But I need that block, I need the left block to land further left. I need that block to become, or that crate on the far right, become solid and push me into the other one, I think. You know what I have the ability to do? I have the ability to go back and look and see what I did. Hang on. was looking at the frame by frame. So the start of the setup is like this. Put both of those like that. Bounce that block over on top of that one. Hold run, hold left. And I think that I turn around. I think. Game is broken. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. That's one I didn't know about, but I mean, it makes sense. Makes sense. We'll try it. Got a pretty high clear rate. Chill precision for Timu. Is this like a wish.com precision? Kinda suspy, that pipe. Oh, never mind. So far, this seems like a pretty chill precision level. So dumb. Okay, so you do have to wait. Hello there. Ugh. That's probably less gross than what I think it is. What's going on, NP? Huh. Easy peasy. I've spent all night showing off my Mario Maker levels. I got through all of them in a little under 2 hours. That was fine. I like that. Winding down for the night. There you go. World 2. Sun, Sand, and Shells. Nerfed, they say. How many levels? 24? Mario Maker is so jank. You know that? That's not where you throw that. We have a 70-second timer with a 1 minute, 1 second clear time. I wonder if that's a checkpoint. Well, we've got a checkpoint, so... I have 24 levels and maybe, like... 6 that are any good. I was hoping for power-ups, actually. Oh, this isn't mine. I'm just doing popular super expert now. We've already gotten through the terrible levels, the ones I made. We're falling back on the default that I use when I want to play maker stuff, which is looking at the popular super expert difficulty levels. No blocks are so jank in this game. I do still really like the Wendy's level. I don't know what Fey mood I found myself in that I made that. No blocks are so jank. But, I'm glad that that's a level that exists. I think probably the thing that inspired me was the fact that there was a Wendy's Twitch account that was making, that was playing Mario Maker and making Wendy's levels. So I got a chance to fit in. That might have been what that was. Bro. Why are note blocks so bad in this game? It's not even that I'm not activating it, it's just giving me the low bounds. Good thing I had that fire flower. Yeah, that was fine. Except for that one note block, that was ridiculous. Okay. I was hoping that somebody would mention how jank the note block was. Panic at the Puppet Zone. Sonic the Hedgehog is having a 3D blast. Music by Death to Spies. Hashtag Team Music. I'm sure this is gonna be great. Death to Spies made really good stuff. Even though it's gonna be Sonic, apparently. Whirl, got it. Pretty sure I know how to follow indicators. Got it. I was just too slow. This is cool. I like this. Jumped a little early there. Obviously, I jumped maybe a little too early there. All right, that makes you... 1 second. It was a cat getting into something. I even found what the something was. There was, I have some shelves that I've never put up, and they're just kind of leaning against the wall in the middle of the room, basically. I don't know if the sound got picked up on the microphone, but wow, that was loud. I was expecting for Perrin to be the culprit. Whenever there's a loud noise in the house, it's usually Perrin. That's a really cool level. But it was actually Bane who was the culprit. I could tell because she was very scared, and Perrin was over in the other side of the room doing absolutely nothing wrong. That was a very cool level. I like that a lot. A level about Goombuds. Why don't we make this the last level that we play? I am playing Maker, yep. I spent most of the night playing through my levels, showing off the things that I built. Oh, that's so good. This is really cool. Very good setups. Holy cow. Good. This is kind of reminding me of the thing that I had built, but without needing to have the power up, and also, holy crap, what a bunch of really clean setups. This is so good. Man, oh man, what a great level that was. Well, that's a fantastic level to end on. Have I ever done GDQ? I attended SGDQ last year. Just there, attending. I playtested the levels that were used for the Super Mario World ROM hack relay race that we did. That was not something that required me to attend. I just decided it would be a fun thing to do to go there. And it turns out it was very fun. It gave me a chance to meet a bunch of like-minded people. Yeah. I'd really like to go back again. Summer Games Done Quick is probably the most likely for me, because travel in winter is not something that I feel is a lot of fun to do. I guess what I should do is start spending time actually speedrunning and getting good at stuff, and maybe trying to play Kaizo for other like charity marathons, that kind of thing. And that way maybe I could actually run something at GDQ. But that would be like way far in the future if that happened. I mean, I guess. Let me adjust my settings here real quick. Fun fact, I actually turned my light down so it wasn't as bright tonight. I don't know if you can even see the difference. That's the reason why my green screen looks kind of terrible. It was set to here. You can see the fuzziness. Oh yeah, I love Thab. He's like my favorite streamer. I don't actually watch his live stuff most of the time, but I watch like every video that he makes. And I got to meet him last year. That was really cool. Really cool. Let me check my console real quick here. I'll take a moment to show off the thing that I did. Yeah, we're fine. I'm not actually playing, I'm just turning this thing off. So when I went to Games Done Quick, I took my Super NT along with me. And I wanted to get it signed by people who had big influences on me, so I did. We've got a signature here from GlitchCat7, one from Carl Sagan 42, one from Barb, and we've got Juz, and the cartridge was not signed at Games Done Quick. It was signed by Chester, who made Super Chamber World. So yeah. I didn't get anything signed until like the last day, and I didn't want to hunt down Thab. I would have loved to get his signature. And there, you know, there were other people that I would have liked to get signatures from as well, but I didn't want to hunt anybody down. But yeah, I'm really happy I have that. That's super cool. Anyway, let's go and find somebody to raid, huh? Somebody on Twitch. Gotta have somebody online. What a fool! What a fool he is! I know who we're raiding. We're raiding Leetfool. Leetfool is playing Casio. He's still in the first section of the first level, which is not a surprise because that level is not easy. Thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for indulging me as I played through my stuff. That was a nice little trip down memory lane. I guess we'll be back again with we'll be back again tomorrow with Storks. We are 14. Yeah, 14 exits through Storks. And by my count, there's 18 levels. So we've got 15, 16, 17, 18, 4 more levels.
Emotional damage.
And I expect to at least double my playtime in the next 4 levels. So that's how that's gonna go. No! No, we're not rating Leadful because he's about to finish. Like, he's in the middle of signing off. We'll find a different target instead. Let's instead... let's instead do... Ugh. Let's instead... Ugh, gross. Oh, that's so gross. Sorry, I'm not gonna raid him, but GlitchCat is on doing the expansion of the combat zone. Man, that looks rough. Let's instead go with Bunker. Bunker Games is currently playing Sauna 2. I think he might be speedrunning it, I'm not sure. Yeah, he's speedrunning it. Or at least timing a second playthrough or something. But I really like Sauna 2. We'll go say hi. Anyhow, good night, folks. I'll see you next time. It's over.